This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NEPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Oh, it is a Friday show. It is going to be a good one. So glad that you're along for the ride with us here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. I'm Austin. The boy saying she is E. Strick. How you feeling, partner? Happy Friday.
Wonderful Friday. You know, when I hit the gym and it's Friday, I'm ready. I'm getting all prepared for the weekend. And I've got to thank my boy. Why?
Oh, I can't. I take a hookup for you. I know what you're about.
Boy, Stricky, man.
That's what I do.
That's what we do, man. He, so Stricky, Uncle Kevy does a wonderful job, man. And coming in here, we have a great time with Uncle Kev. Shout out to Kevin Myers, Cork and Bottle. And he'll leave a little bit of the good juice, the good libation. And Austin, kept it from my boy. I had to get out of here because where I was headed yesterday.
Cigars.
And yeah, man, had a really good show last night. Thanks to all those who chimed in as well for both On the Block. And a couple hours later, come on in and hang out with us at WTF. We had a really fun show as well. But now it's me and Austin's turn to finish off the week. It's time to get it cracking.
Let's do that by shouting out our friends at the Complex. We were supposed to be out there for a remote today. Everybody out of town, though, Stricky. Everybody's leaving us stranded.
Bye-bye.
It's just you and I holding down the afternoons. But, of course, we got Ellie. Ellie, tell people about our friends at the Complex, if you would, please.
Alrighty. You won't want to miss an epic night of MMA fighting tomorrow night at the Complex. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first fights starting at 7 p.m. 11 fights are scheduled for the evening at one of Midwest's fastest-growing boxing and MMA venues. Book your tickets today at the ComplexLincoln.com for the VFL2, the Lion's Den at the Complex, located at the Old Champions Fun Center at 1555 Yoland Avenue, 15th and Cornhusker Highway.
How can you not go listening to that voice? That is
the PA voice of Nebraska Wesleyan Athletics,
yes,
and you fired up for fight night.
I'm fired up for fight night.
It's a heck of an environment.
But remember,
been down there a couple times.
Remember, you don't talk about fight.
We talk about fight night.
You don't talk about Fight Club.
She doesn't even know the reference, Tricky.
Yeah, you see
that's
young people.
Young people and
the youth.
It's unreal.
the youth.
You are the
all
youth,
kinds of trouble.
Ellie. You. It was a good effort. Valiant effort.
I am not youth.
You are the youth.
Here I'm the
You're
youth.
part
You
of
are
the
the
youth.
youngest person in this room.
There's a song that's going to come to mind sooner or later, but I just can't get it right now. We don't need another hero. Do-do-do. We don't need to know the way home. Do-do-do. All we need is life beyond the Thunderdome. It was a bunch of kids singing the song. You're in that group. That's you. Ellie. You need to go watch that movie. Ellie, are you a movie buff? Because my partner's not.
Yes, I am. Huge movie person.
So we can slap 5 across the way. We're gonna just skip over.
Intercept. Dak Prescott interception. Taking it the other way.
We're not letting him in our group.
Well, Austin sounds like he's seen all the Marvel movies.
I have.
Well,
I bet he hasn't seen all the Star Wars movies.
I have. I love Star Wars. Your boy's raised on Star Wars and Star Wars Lego, Stricky.
You're not raised on Star Trek.
My dad was.
Yeah. Pops, Mr. Orman.
Live long and prosper, Stricky.
Me and you, Mr. Orman, we go all the way in. Yes, sir. We're and one of my favorites of Star Trek though was number 3, The Wrath of Khan. Ooh, that was a good one. I might go watch that this weekend. Yeah. I might go watch that this weekend. That was a good one, man. That was a classic. He was what was his name? Ricardo Montalban. He was the D-Plane. Wasn't he in that one? Wasn't he in that?
That sounds right. Ask your movie bug. I'm not allowed to answer movie questions.
No, the plane. That's from Gilligan's Island.
No, it's not Gilligan's Island. It's
What's that from?
I'm not the movie person. I've been told I can't participate in this segment.
Paradise
Lost?
No, something. Not
Gilligan's
Treasure Island.
No, is it?
I
Kansas Treasure Island.
Out there.
But you know who knows, Austin?
The Sarter, Heyman, Julie,
The
text line
will always
blockhead.
come through.
Fantasy
blockhead.
Island. It's Fantasy Island.
There it
That's
is.
it. The blockheads always
Ellie
come
wins.
through. The blockheads will never fail us whenever we need it. But Ellie, you got on it quickly. But I bet you the blockheads got it going. I just haven't had a chance to look yet.
No, they're slow. They're behind.
They're slow today.
But yeah, shout out the Complex. Make sure you get there tomorrow night, complexlincoln.com.
That's a fact.
Well, we got Stricky.
Yes. Listen, there's a lot going on this weekend. But we're not at the weekend yet. We're almost there. We got a little bit of time left. But Vince, shout out to Vince Watson. I got to do that real quick.
What's Vince saying?
Watson on the YouTube stream. My man Vince come through Fantasy Island. He was on top of it, even though the Southampton Texans.
Willie and Huskers P just said fantasy.
Okay.
And Dad chimes in and says Star Trek rocks. Yes, Montalban was Khan. He was also on Fantasy Island.
My man. See, I knew I got my memory's kind of coming back. Got to take that Lions, man. Anyway, not the weekend yet, Austin.
Not quite.
We're on Friday. But
Right
what
there.
does that mean? It is
Freestyling
Friday. And on Freestyle Friday, we're going to talk about some topics. It's not topic pong. We're not going back and forth like that. We're just going to throw some topics out there and freestyle. You can freestyle with us on 402-464-5685. Get in the game. Join in the fun. Freestyle Friday is on par right now. Let's start off by talking about an awesome game last night. Two teams, I was excited about this game for multiple reasons, but I'm gonna let my brother, my partner in crime, get loose on it first. Lions beat the Packers last night in order to clinch the playoff spot. It's locked. It's locked in. It's like nothing you can do about it. It's just as locked as what it is in the college football playoffs. If you don't play in a conference final game, you're locked. You're locked in. Okay. What's your initial take on how it went? But first, let me know. Let me not just the game overall. What do you think about Jordan Love? Like didn't go buck wild. 209 yards. I think 12 for 20. Nothing crazy, but he handled the game. What is your take on his growth, his progression? And there's something about it I like that the Packers have done, and I think this makes them just a unique and a pretty good organization as a whole. Talk to me.
Yeah, Jordan Love's good. Jordan Love's fine. Maybe not deserving of every last dollar of the bag that he got, but he's probably going to grow into it. I think he's a darn good quarterback, big arm. Didn't do too much, right? His job was not to be necessarily a check down artist yesterday. He took care of the ball, which is what they had to do in a shootout like they had. I mean, they were leaning on the running game. Josh Jacobs got 18 carries, only went for 66 yards against a pretty depleted Detroit defense, but did score those 3 touchdowns that were obviously big to keep Green Bay in the game. I'm more disappointed in Jaden Reed disappearing, right? That's a guy that Jordan Love needs to stretch the field. Christian Watson was good. Dontavian Wicks showed up a little bit. Tucker Kraft is a guy I'm a big fan of at tight end. They needed one more piece on the outside to help threaten and stretch that defense a little bit more vertically. Detroit took Jaden Reed away. Only 1 target on the night. That to me isn't necessarily a Jordan Love problem. He's good. Guy's a baller.
Got to scheme him up a little bit better in order to free him up. But again,
Axel Foley says F that game, and 8729 says stop. The Lions had a ton of help from officials. Mud Dog, what you say?
Mud Dog's always got something to say. Listen, tough game. They're not the only ones that have been hammered. Let me just say that, or diddied by the officials.
Hey,
I'm just saying. It's been rampant all throughout the season, but I thought it was still a good game. Opportunities still existed out there for the parties to take advantage and to win the game. But one thing I do like about Jordan Love, and then we'll move on to another topic that I
got one more thing from this game when you're done with Jordan Love.
Okay. One thing that I do like about the situation of Jordan Love, and I think it should be implemented more, is even though you may draft a guy first, second, third round, and we understand the economics of it, that you want to try to get them in there as soon as possible because you also need evaluation time. You don't want a short window of evaluation before you end up paying somebody.
You only got 4 years to decide.
Right? So I understand it, but I also like it because I think it's made him a better quarterback, being able to, as a myself, yes, I was a little bit different and unique in that I did get to watch. So I don't advocate for professionals or individuals coming in and getting thrust into the limelight unless you're absolutely ready. You know, there's a lot of lessons that you're going to learn. And we've talked about this, especially in basketball, where even a lot of those individuals, there are a few anomalies out there. Like I think KG in his earlier years, he overexcelled. I think Kobe took him time. I think it took Kobe 2 to 3 years, but he got to sit behind. He didn't get just thrust out there. You know, I think Shaq was an anomaly. Even though he's played in college a few years. I think he was an anomaly because he was just a physical specimen, right? You have those. Magic Johnson, you know what I mean? You have these type of guys, even though they went to college. There's some maturing phase in college that they kept the rookies that came in straight from high school, that college breeding ground of not only professionalism but maturity helped like Magic and those guys to be able to, I think, come in and be ready earlier in their careers, right? It took like Jermaine O'Neal some time. A lot of the guys that come in that maturity phase, it takes time. That's why I'm talking about football. Football, I think, Austin, these guys would benefit by being behind a true professional, because I did. Being able to watch some of these, being able to watch the negative things on what I saw in not being professional on a bad team, and then having good leadership also come up that helped me as well. So I like that, because I believe Jordan Love was the beneficiary of that. And I think it taught him how to be a consummate professional.
Well, and you saw this before with the Packers as well. Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Rodgers was a guy that had upper first round talent, but fell back to the Packers. They take him and they don't thrust him into the starting lineup right away. They have a Green Bay Packer legend, NFL, Hall of Famer, Brett Favre there. There's no need to rush to replace Brett Favre with Aaron Rodgers. When Brett Favre broke down, decided to leave, hey, guess what? You've had Aaron Rodgers sitting behind him for a few years. Same kind of thing with Jordan Love here. And Strick, that's something that very few organizations have the luxury of being able to do, is go from Hall of Fame quarterback to Hall of Fame quarterback to, I guess we'll see what the future holds for Jordan Love, right? The Colts had the first two. You go from Peyton Manning, a year off with his neck surgery, and then he leaves. That gap year, you tank to get Andrew Luck. Not exactly the same, because you throw Andrew Luck straight into the fire, but he comes out, he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. Then he retires out of the blue, and the Colts haven't been able to do anything since. That's where I tip my cap to the Packers for having a succession plan and executing it, unlike what, say, Pittsburgh did after Ben Roethlisberger as well, or what the Chargers were able to do, going essentially from Phillip Rivers to Justin Herbert without a huge gap, right? Some teams, the stars line up. They plan it right. They have the right opportunities. Other teams are still just wandering kind of in the quarterback wilderness right now.
So let's stay right here in this you've been to the doctor and you've told me about how let's stay in the vein. Let's stay in the good
just
vein,
yesterday, in fact.
Right?
Yeah.
Stay in the good vein. Do you, if as you look at the Pittsburgh situation now, I've got to clap my hands to Russell, just being able to keep his mind after, everybody, I think, in some part of their career goes through some form of a depressive state. Just whether their game tanks, their mind tanks, the place where they're at, just not a good fit for them. There's some form of I went through it in Vancouver. That was just one of the most depressive states I was in. And
depressive provinces. You were in Canada. It wasn't a state. But.
Well said. Because you're right. Way to correct me. Do you look at that situation now with what they have? Do you think that Justin Fields will become better for it? Or, how do you view that? Do you look at that as a similar kind of thing that went on with Green Bay?
It's similar but different, right? Because I think it's a great opportunity for Justin Fields, right? I still don't know how Mike Tomlin got away with that decision. Not that Fields was elite, not that he was excellent, but he was playing some better football for his career. Pittsburgh was doing just fine. That's why Mike Tomlin is well compensated, as he would tell you. I think it can help Justin Fields if he lets it help him. I wouldn't blame him for being bitter in that situation, but I think Justin Fields does have a good head on his shoulders, right? I think it is, maybe unfortunate, not how he drew it up, but I do think there is a learning opportunity for him there if he takes it. I don't know if it's going to propel him to be Pittsburgh's starter when Russell Wilson hangs it up and is done. I don't know if he's going to go to a different team and be successful. It's not going to hurt him to have Russell Wilson around in terms of what he actually does on the football field. Off the field, how to lead a locker room, Russ has the people that defend him and the people that are his detractors, right? So does every quarterback. I think there's plenty for Justin Fields to learn, and I hope he's making the most of it.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to be honest. I see him as levels above of like a Geno Smith situation. I don't see him in that light. I think he's above that. And I think there's somebody that may have a quarterback need if his contract, goes away. I think you'll be able to get a pretty good quarterback at a pretty good rate at that point in time. So
shoot, I would rather have Justin Fields as the Colts backup than Joe Flacco.
Yeah. Was there something else you wanted to add?
Yeah, just real quick on this Lions-Packers game. Dan Campbell going for it on fourth down 5 times in the game. And the last time, Stricky, it gets down to, I have it pulled up somewhere. Here we go. Yeah, so it's 4th and 1 with 43 seconds to go. Detroit takes a timeout. They can kick the field goal for the lead from 38 yards. They don't decide to do it. They take the timeout. They run a play. David Montgomery goes off tackle for 7 yards. Lions are able to run the rest of the clock out, kick the field goal with no time remaining. Risky, gutsy, cojones move. I mean, wheelbarrow move from Dan
We've seen
Campbell.
Sam Cassell.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Ain't that the thing? Even like the win probability model said that kicking the field goal at that time without going for it on fourth down was probably the smarter move. Definitely the safer move, but maybe even the smarter move by the numbers. But what Dan Campbell did because it worked was he didn't give Green Bay the ball back. The odds of Green Bay going 75, 80 yards in 40 seconds were not high. But what Dan Campbell did was made the decision because guess what? Green Bay's still going to have to go 80 yards if they go for it and they don't convert it. Either trust your defense with 40 seconds to go, or with your defense that's as banged up, as injury riddled as it's been, you trust your offense, which is one of the best in the league, to get you 1 yard on fourth down. Kneel it twice, kick a field goal, go home. Gutsy move.
You like Dan Campbell.
I don't know if I would have done it, but I'm glad for Dan Campbell's sake it worked out. I'll say that
we've
much.
seen it not work out. Right? We wish Coach Rule would have had, a little bit of that spunk when we needed it. But anyway, there's something I just thought about, Austin, and I told Austin I wasn't going to come with a freestyle. I'm literally going to freestyle.
That's what we're here for.
I said I wasn't going to come with something that I saw, I found. I'm freestyle. Here's my freestyle, Austin. Why did they eliminate things like the Sam Cassell celebration?
Why did Jaylen Brown get fined for doing the throat slash?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want your input, listeners. 402-464-5685. Vince, Justin, you guys on there if you want to chime in as well. I really want to know, like, does the elimination of things like that, have we become so overly offended about different things? Like, I'm glad that they're even allowing the college guys to do a little bit more than they, it was used to just hand the ball over and going about your business. Anything more than just handing the ball over. Anything, look at that.
223.
It was, it had to happen.
It didn't happen yesterday, though. Let me give you props for that.
It didn't happen. But I'm saying, though, right? Just things like that. Does it take away from the game? Does it, is it something that you are okay with, or are you offended by, certain things like that?
See, it's tricky because I don't want to be the one to,
because it is a kid's game too.
Well, it's not a kid's game, but kids are watching
that part.
So
right.
It's kind of funny, right?
Because it has
a connotation,
right?
Right, like
you know what's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen.
AAU,
it's gonna make the rounds
at the third grade level.
Gonna walk around doing it. Probably has no idea what it means.
No idea. What it means.
And
I
that's a weird
understand.
conversation for parents to have. And here's the thing,
Right.
like, it's funny. It's not necessary. We can probably find another celebration to do. Like, and that became what Sam Cassell is known for in the NBA,
man.
right? Embiid did the DMX crotch chop, right? That's kind of his thing, right? There's got to be a line. I don't think we need to do it. I'm not going to be the prude that sticks up and says, no, absolutely get rid of all of them. It's like, sometimes it just comes out. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you do have big stones, right? You hit a big shot like that. So I wish that overall we could find less crass ways to celebrate, but I would be lying if I said I didn't find it funny.
Okay, let me. I'm going to throw one at you. I just made this up. We haven't seen this one yet, so you guys are getting it.
Strick's rewinding the clock. He's jumping back into the league. He's going to pull this one off.
You're getting it first on Freestyle Friday. Okay, so check this out. You ready? Stricky's playing great D, right? I'm hawking.
Hawking Tua? My bad.
You got me. That was no Diddy. Okay. All right, I'm ready. I'm back. Okay, so look, I'm playing great.
No, you ain't back.
I had a flashback. Freestyle Friday, y'all. That's what we are. Okay, listen. I'm playing great D. I'm trying to change the word. I'm getting after the dude, whoever I'm defending, and I get them cookies. If you don't know what get them cookies is I basically rip him. I get the steal, right? And after I do that, I go down and I and one, and I come up with a celebration called the Pickin' Boogers. There's a song out there, Pickin' Boogers. And I go, and I flick it. Is that a good one or is that too crash? Is the kids gonna go crazy on that? Like I just ripped you, I got and one on you, and I Pickin' Boogers.
That's almost like, I love where your head's at. There's almost too many motions to it, though. It's like almost like you're trying too hard.
It's doing too much.
I like it. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's clever. I really like it. But you'd have to explain that one in post game,
right?
And if you gotta explain it in post game, you might need to lower a little bit. Yeah.
I want to
know. I like it. Don't get me wrong.
402-464-5685. You get a rip and you do the Pickin' Boogers. What's next on it? Listen, here's what's next going on. We're gonna get off the Pickin' Boogers and the Haka Tua, and we're talking about Tua Tagovailoa. So we got like 2 minutes before we got to hit break, though. Okay, so here's so what we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna get into some. The transfer portal is still like the block. It's hot. And we're definitely going to talk about that. But there's something that is brewing that is potential that we definitely want to talk about. Stay tuned because I think you're going to want to hear this. I think you'd be interested. If you're a Omahaan, I think you'd be interested in doing this. 93.7 The Ticket. You are on the block. It's hot. Stay here.
Follow Austin, Strick, and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hey guys, it's Nick. You know how much I love beer, and this game day, show your Husker pride with Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of the Nebraska Alumni Association. Brewed by Nebraska fans, for Nebraska fans, Dear Old Nebraska Brew is your go-to for every kickoff, touchdown, and celebration. Whether it's tailgating, watching the game at home, or gathering with friends, this beer is there to bring that perfect game day refreshment. Dear Old Nebraska Brew embodies the spirit of Nebraska with every sip. So crack one open and let the good times roll. Dear Old Nebraska Brew, the official beer of Nebraska alumni. Please drink responsibly.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy, so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1003769, $395 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to assigning, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that First person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, Sookie now, Friday. We've cleared out Freestyle Friday. We're moving on to a little bit, but there was a piece of Freestyle Friday that we did not get to, and we're going to chime in on that. And it was the possibility, there's discussions, there's a rumor mill, there is conversations about the possibility, and the baseball connoisseur here, Kansas City Royals, sycophant. And that is my guy, Austin Orman. But we're going to talk about some baseball stuff. I mean, we're a little bit early. It's a little bit of winter time. They do have winter baseball. Think about it now. Don't get it twisted. There is winter baseball, but that's not what's going on. But the possibility of what had happened through a hurricane could land Omaha maybe acquiring a temporary solution for being the Tampa Bay Omaha Rays, coming in and playing right up there at is it Citibank Field? What is it called?
Charles Schwab Field.
Charles Schwab Field. I don't know. I don't be going down there like that. I only go.
We are there every summer.
No, I don't go to the game. I go to, you know what? Blur. I'm at
You
Blur.
step out on the corner, you look down, you see what it says.
Citibank Field. I don't know. I just know there's
The
just
Chuck.
a field down there.
The Chuck.
But they might be coming down there.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So this is from the Wall Street Journal. This is not just any of us pulling this out of anywhere. Here's a couple direct
Charles
quotes.
Schwab Field?
Charles Schwab Field.
I don't invest with them anyway. That's why. Okay.
That part. From the Wall Street Journal, complicating matters further is that the Rays don't currently have a stadium. The best case scenario, Silverman said, is that Tropicana Field is fixed in 2027. As a result, the Rays might have to look outside the Tampa Bay area altogether, at least temporarily. Shacking up with the Yankees likely won't be a viable option after 2025, because don't forget, the Rays are playing at the Yankees minor league stadium for their home games in 25. Back to the article. One possibility, according to people familiar with the matter, could be playing at the site of the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. A lot to consider there. On its face, yes, absolutely sign me up. Bring a pro team up here for it, right? 81 games, much more central travel for them, Stricky, to make this their home base instead of Tampa. That's going to cut down on a lot of travel expenses for them. I think that'd be fun. I think we know that there's pretty good reception for baseball in the Omaha area, the Lincoln area, the surrounding communities as well. With Kansas City being close, you have Minnesota a little jaunt up the road, Chicago, Denver, 8 hours either way. Not a lot going on in the baseball space, except for the Storm Chasers in the same town. Would the Royals want Tampa Bay playing in the same city as their minor league expansion or not expansion or minor league team? I don't know. But I think it'd be really cool for the city of Omaha. I would love to see the Rays spend a year in Omaha. I would.
So you just spoke about something. You do have a minor league team that is here, but does the city of Omaha look over that and say the monetary benefits that come with having that either up your ante? Like, is that something that Omaha leverages? If you start talking and running okay, cool. But at the end of the day, this is what it's going to bring to the community of Omaha. Well, I hear you, but I don't see no paperwork. Where that though? I'm talking about paperwork, not that you need to sign. I'm talking about that moolah. Where that moolah at?
Where that?
So is that a leveraging thing that you could see Omaha taking if you're getting some pushback? Like, obviously they are all, they're territorial. Like, they're not going to want that.
No.
And Tampa Bay doesn't want to keep paying.
Right.
One of the wealthiest freaking franchises in
their own freaking division.
Right? They don't want that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, how would you view Omaha as a city taking into account?
Omaha would love it, right? Omaha, I think, needs a professional sports team sooner than later outside of the volleyball realm, right? I mean, we know the Supernovas and now Love Omaha are there, right? So not trying to discount volleyball, but imagine if Omaha got a big 3 or big 4 professional sports team. NBA seems like Omaha's on the back burner, probably not for another 3-4 waves of expansion. NFL, no, I think people just that way wouldn't take too kindly to an NFL team here. Maybe they would. I don't know. I don't put words in their mouth. But I think it'd be interesting to see a baseball team in Omaha, right? There would be some advantages, some disadvantages for that team. I mean, I still think the MLB draft should be held in Omaha around the College World Series every year. It's a huge missed opportunity that we don't have it there. But that's another story for another time. To me, the consideration comes down to how would the Royals respond with their AAA affiliate, in Papillion, technically, not really Omaha. There's a good distance between Werner Park and between Charles Schwab Field.
Ticket would be cheaper still.
It would be. But you and I were talking about this too. Does Omaha want this as a trial run, right? To say, hey, we have baseball over here. It's very well attended. Bring us a big league club. Let us show you what we can do.
I think so. I don't look at these as one-offs. I look at these as trial by error. And it's not that it's an error, but, since we're talking baseball, there's errors. So I look at it as a trial run, as an opportunity to just kind of do the test market. There's something that happens that a lot of us, each and every day that we're driving on the highway, we don't have a clue that's going on. But there are what they call traffic counters and traffic where, it could be a 1-lane highway a 1-lane street, a highway, a back road or whatever. And then the traffic kind of gets to and then you begin to observe. And this is how they make assessments as to, what they're going to build. Is it going to be more commercial? They're doing this. I look at that as an opportunity to be like that. To do it without necessarily having to do it. You get a chance to see without necessarily having to plant.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So much cheaper, so much better for you, right? It's basically all reward and no risk for you for 1 year. Sure, there'd be some logistical challenges, right? The College World Series happens during the MLB season, but guess what? Teams go on long road trips all the time. It would probably be a 2-week road swing for the Rays based out of Omaha.
They would love saving that money from what you just said.
But lower cost of living, lower travel costs going west or east. There's a lot of money to be saved for the Rays. I think there's a lot of money that would be brought into Omaha. We have Cigar Guy saying, I would absolutely go to some games if the Rays were there. I think a lot of people would. I do think a lot of people would. Henry says, just like the NBA in OKC, potentially. But Strick, here's a really great text. 8018 says, yes, get Creighton out of Charles Schwab Field. You see what Ellie's wearing today? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice.
She snuck it in. She snuck it in, bro.
I didn't even notice before. I didn't even notice. But
I can't believe it either.
It's
unbelievable what's going on. I have to make a call down to Nebraska, down to the university, and have a conversation with one particular person down there.
There's going to be a number 0 of
Here
conversation.
We go.
You know what I'm saying?
Guess whose sweatshirt comes in today? Mine. My Connor Season sweatshirt comes in today.
But why are you wearing a Creighton sweatshirt?
It's unbelievable.
It was
in our
gifted
studio.
to me.
It doesn't mean you have to wear it. Grandma knits you an ugly sweater. Thanks,
I wore
Grandma. I love
Minnesota
it.
yesterday, and you would have thought And then I said I was supporting the Big Ten just to get out of it.
Yeah, and conference rooting does not fly with me.
Nothing flies with you.
There's a lot that flies with me, but nothing you're doing. You've been in your worst behavior. Why did we want her back anyways?
My worst behavior is me wearing the wrong sweatshirt.
Yes.
I've been nothing but
Minnesota?
awesome to you.
Creighton?
Yeah.
Creighton.
But
You're
so
wearing
much...
Creighton in this studio after all the conversations we've had. Stricky. She has no respect for you.
You've never
no
said,
respect for you.
You've never
0 drop.
You see what she does?
0 drop.
You guys have never said anything bad about Creighton.
What show have you been listening to? Would you like us to start? How many times did you beat Creighton?
I'm gonna do like Star Trek, and I spit at thee. Mr. Orban, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, I'll try better. I'll do better.
All right.
I mean,
we give you a break
great. You can try better, but think about that before you show up.
With
Please.
no changes.
Do you think maybe I do it just to get a rise out of you?
Yeah, I
no
think you do.
jacket, nothing.
In my head, when I put this on, I was thinking about it.
Okay.
I
Well,
was
So it's
thinking about
intentional,
it.
it's willful, it's even more disrespectful.
But I respect you so much.
Clearly not.
I do.
Clearly not.
My respect
Clearly
has
not.
nothing to do with the things that I wear.
I still just can't believe it.
so real.
This is a red studio, and you're wearing Creighton.
And I just wanted to break up the red a little bit. Add some pop of color.
Yeah, guess what? I wear blue all the time too, but it's not Creighton.
We're Duke.
Yeah, that's even better than Creighton.
You were
Took
Duke.
Stricky's boys
It's
down
the
the other
same
day.
thing.
It is
Both-
not the same thing. It is not the same thing.
It's in the relative same zone.
Duke and
Ellie.
Nebraska don't
Ellie,
play.
you're trying
Nebraska
to
and Creighton
me
play
like you're
every year.
disappointed.
He's disappointed.
You're trying to squeeze out of that one, and the squeeze is not.
I will come up
squeezing.
with any excuse to try and make this
Who did you root
Stop.
for, Nebraska or Creighton?
that part.
Nebraska.
Then why are you wearing a Creighton sweatshirt? Why?
Next question.
Thunder not
Because when
calling.
it's
She has no
not,
comment.
Thunder not calling.
Get her,
Get her.
Thunder not calling.
Huskers P. What rock has Ellie been living under?
That part.
Eric, I've lost all respect for Ellie.
oh my gosh, he doesn't even know me.
E.
We're going. I separate.
You are a part of the
I
show. He
separate.
knows you.
Namesake.
Listen,
Eric is my name, and you know what he said?
if Nebraska
Pause.
and Creighton are playing, I'm going for Nebraska. But if they're not playing, we're separating. We're separating. I really hope my dad's not listening right now because he
Eric
so
told you to
disappointed in me.
pause,
You pause.
and Thunder not calling said, "You're fired," and he gave an emoji like or a meme.
The Michael Scott gift.
The Michael Scott.
You are
You're
fired.
Well, I wish I could take a picture of the both of you staring at me right now because it's actually.
Get that J-skirt out of your
Boy,
studio.
they're coming at you. Get them, guys. The blockheads, they know what's up. Anyway, I give
So
you
yeah,
a break.
Ellie's favorite team plays at Charles Schwab Field. She doesn't want the Rays there for that reason.
I give you a pause.
It just hurts
Not
my
sure.
heart, Ellie. I thought we were better than this. I really thought we were better.
I
than
am
this.
better than that.
Okay.
Clearly not. Clearly you are not. Couple
I
things
love
from the text.
sports.
Declaration of the century from Ellie. Omaha would compete with Tampa Bay's attendance. It'd be a great trial run. Yes, mentions the long road trip. Let's see here. Old Dad 34. If the Rays played in the O, each game would be sold out. I don't know about that. I don't think the Rays are that big of a draw, but I think when the Cubs came to town, when the Royals came to town, Denver came to town, Twins came to town, it would be.
But what if they get busy?
Or if they
Then
sign
it
Juan
will be.
Soto.
If they get busy, it will be. No, I'm going to be honest. The Rays are going to be sick a little bit because that money ain't going to go as long.
Hey,
because there's state taxes in Nebraska. But doggone it, they'll get a good showing though. I think Nebraska fans will show up and show out, and that's the good thing. But we got to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the transfer portal and how hot it is. We'll get into a little bit about that, but there's something that happened in high school as well that's kind of crazy that we'll talk about. We're going to try to get out of here so we can get a little bit of info in a segment on both of those topics when we get back. 937 The Ticket. We're on the block.
Download our app by searching for 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day wherever you are. More of On the Block next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for affordable drinks and a great atmosphere this football season? Highball Bar has you covered. Whether it's pregame tailgating, postgame festivities, or in-game celebrations, Highball Bar is the place to be. With $4 beers, $4 mixed drinks, and more during their 4 to 8 p.m. daily happy hour, Highball Bar will quickly become your go-to place to sit back, unwind, and be your team's #1 fan. Highball Bar, located in downtown Lincoln, just 3 blocks from Memorial Stadium at 122 North 11th Street.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America. touching lives, securing futures.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2025 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf, inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars. With the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit lovb.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
Your Christmas list changes a lot as you get older. Dreams of video games, remote control cars, and baseball gloves turn into dreams of shoes. You know, practical things. Brown Shoe Fit is the king of shoes in Lincoln, with brands like Sorel, UGG, Brooks, Hoka, and more to make you fashionable and comfortable. Grab a new Ridge wallet or buy 3, get 1 free on smart wool socks for the ultimate stocking stuffer. And don't forget a reliable gift card for that hard-to-buy person in your life. Brown Shoe Fit at 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not only is she wearing a Creighton sweatshirt, she's taking a soccer class. I want a new intern. Austin Norman, Eric Strickland, Ellie's on the board. This is On the Block, brought to you by the great people at Nebco. Stricky, what was the most charged up, intense environment you played in high school? Basketball, football, baseball, whatever it was. Probably hoops, though.
You're talking about high school?
Yeah, high school.
It would have to be it would have to be you're talking about like charged up as far as like it was feisty, or just the intensity of the
How about both?
Well, the intensity of the game probably was the Benson Bellevue West game at Bellevue West, where it was literally standing room only, Austin. Like when I tell you, like the fire marshal had to come, but they weren't going to shut it down. But the fire marshal came. They literally opened. Okay, so if you're at Bellevue West, if you're familiar with the Bellevue West, it's changed now. There's been an addition to it, but that addition where the concession stand in this little hallway is now, it wasn't there. You used to have to go into the building, and then you would go through the visitors side entrance, and that whole section was full. The top level bleachers was full. All the bleachers was full. They came to the court from there, the other side to the court, and then the doors on the far end where that new extension is now.
Okay.
They opened the doors so people were outside standing and watching the game. It was the craziest environment I ever seen, right?
Dang.
That was it. I don't think I've ever been in a feisty environment.
Which student section gave you the most crap when you were on the road?
Probably Grand Island.
Hello. Ellie, represent.
And
not Grand Island Northwest.
The regular Islanders. They got that work. Yeah, they didn't.
That work was coming right there talking about him. Sure,
didn't. Yeah, they and I hadn't chosen Nebraska yet, so it wasn't like Fremont. Fremont was talking a little bit, but they started cheering afterwards when we went out to Fremont. But I put a poster on one of them too.
Hey, tell him, Stricky.
Stricky used to rise above the heavens a little bit. I used to go up there and go get it. You know what I'm saying?
And then you realize 2 points is 2 points.
That part. I realized, and you know what? I was watching an NBA game not too long ago, and guess who does the same thing now?
Your boy,
Luka Doncic.
Hey,
Luka
2 is 2. Yeah,
Luka. Let me go back down here, lay that thing up, going back. I'm telling you.
Well, Stricky, last night here in Lincoln, we had the student sections cleared out of a gym. Lincoln Southwest on the road at Lincoln East. Here's what the article from 1011 says. A boys varsity basketball game between Lincoln East and Lincoln Southwest was suspended Thursday night after tensions between the school's student sections escalated into an unsafe environment, according to LPS officials. The incident occurred during the game at East, where students from both schools were reportedly throwing items and shouting inappropriate comments. The game was paused while administrators and Lincoln police worked to clear the gym of student spectators from both student sections.
My sister was at that game.
Oh, and
she
was
the
instigator.
She was not throwing things. She's crippled.
She wore a Southwest shirt, and she was really wanting to that part. You know what she did? She wore the other uniform, walked into the other student section, and started the controversy. That was her. I remember. I saw her.
If you met my sister, that's so her. She was definitely.
Well, if she's anything like her sister, I'd believe it.
I believe it.
I would never.
The apple don't fall too far off that tree.
The apple don't fall too far from that tree.
Good one, Orman.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm proud of it. I should be. But it's tricky. This takes me back to Georgia, Texas.
Yeah.
Right? You're thinking about the celebrations. We are setting horrible examples sometimes. Come on. We got to be better.
We do. And this is the thing. I don't know. Is there some form of a trickle down effect? Is this kind of what we're talking about? I don't know, man. It's sad because the games are really supposed to be a getaway, learn about camaraderie, good sportsmanship. There's so many things that come with playing the sport that I was grateful for. But you hate to see that. You do. You hate to see that. And it makes it it's there for the students just to be able to enjoy, to get out, to do something. Like, I got to be honest, like, I think you guys as young folk don't have as many things as what I had coming up as a young man. Like to do, like, yes, you have sports and you have all these other like little clubs and stuff like that. Yeah, we had those too. But we actually had like youth centers and clubs and the boys clubs and girls clubs and we had like little teen clubs, like where teens would go and they would serve no alcohol. It'd be like juice and Cokes and food and they'd play music and we'd dance and we would go home. We didn't have Uber, so parents, would either come get you or you ride with a friend.
That was Skate Island for me. Back in Grand Island.
Yeah, skating
and
stuff like that. We did all that.
And then a snowstorm. There was snow on top of the building and it literally caved in. Collapsed.
Oh no!
So Skate Island is no.
I don't think you guys have it like we did back then. And
No, you don't because of
like
technology.
We used to go to the mall.
I used to go to the mall too. Nobody goes to the mall.
Nobody goes to the mall anymore.
Malls
What's
are
a mall?
not the same anymore.
Yeah.
Conestoga Mall in Grand Island was the greatest place to go. You would go there with your friends and things like that, and nobody does that anymore.
Yeah.
We're just losing nostalgia or something. I just get so sad when I think about like what kids are doing now compared to like what I did growing up and like what you guys did growing up. They're not getting the same experiences, and it's so sad.
Yeah.
Can we get back to it or not?
Probably not with the way we're going.
I don't know. It's tough. I think it's tough. I think it'd be tough, but I know we did, and I know we lost it, and it's not the same. But you hate that because that's a getaway for the young folks to be able to get out and spend time with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that that those type of things happen.
402-464-5685. Where did you hang out as a kid? Let us know. Where's your hangout spot? What was your chill spot? Where did you and your friends go after school or during the summer? Let us know. We will go to break.
I was a loner, so I hung out at home, but everybody else kicked it outside. I was kind of
hey, people couldn't get to where you live. You're in security clearance zone.
We need to go to a break.
402-464-5685. We'll talk some college football, some transfer portal, and some Husker hoops in hour 2.
Follow Austin, Strick, and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA fighters on Saturday, December 7th with Violence Fight League 2 at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now is the perfect time to go, with Nebraska football in between the regular season and a bowl game. Doors open at 6 p.m. with the first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. League One Volleyball is coming to Omaha this January. Featuring Olympic medalist Jordan Larson and Justine Wong-Arantes, Love Omaha Volleyball is Omaha's newest pro team. The inaugural season will showcase some of the world's best volleyball players, from medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars, with the action kicking off on January 24th at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena. Visit LOVB.com for more information and to purchase tickets. Volleyball is the next major league.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402 560-6197.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through December 8th, enjoy USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound, USDA Choice T-bone steak for $8.88 per pound, premium stew beef for $5.99 per pound, and get their $50 holiday box now through Christmas. Always a great gift. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, lease a 2024 Ford F-150 for $395 per month. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1003769, $395 per month lease with 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $5,250 to assigning, no security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/30/24. See delivery details.
Rain, snow, or shine, John Henry's is here to keep your home's plumbing systems working properly no matter what kind of weather Nebraska throws at us. From unclogging toilets and drains to installing new water heaters and water treatment systems, John Henry's is your plumbing expert in the Lincoln and Omaha communities. Visit us at calljh.com or call
John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
and electrical.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall at Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Raising little ones is a big job, and you do your best to give them a good start every day. That means making sure they're well cared for while you're apart. You work hard, but it's not always easy to make ends meet. There may be help. Find out if you qualify for Nebraska's Child Care Tax Credit for working parents. You could be eligible for a credit of up to $2,000 per child on your next tax return. Learn more at nebraskachildcaretaxcredit.org. Brought to you by First 5 Nebraska and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation and aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for 3. And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NEBCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Oh, welcome in. It is hour 2 of a Friday show brought to you by NEBCO. If you are a mechanic, Constructors Lincoln is looking for you. Check them out at constructorslincoln.com or nebcoinc.com. I'm Austin Norman. He's Eric Strickland. Ellie did such a great job with the read for the complex in the first hour. Ellie, how about you bust it out again? Tell people what's going on at the complex tomorrow night.
I would love to.
I know you would. Thank you. Now let me clear my throat.
You guys break into a song more than any person I know, and that's saying a lot because I'm a person to break down in a song. Okay. You won't want to miss an epic night of MMA fighting tomorrow night at the Complex. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first fight starting at 7 p.m. 11 fights are scheduled for the evening at one of Midwest's fastest growing boxing and MMA venues. Book your tickets today at thecomplexlincoln.com for VFL2, the Lion's Den at the Complex. Located at the Old Champions Fun Center at 1555 Yoland Avenue, 15th and Cornhusker Highway.
Thank you, Ellie. Appreciate that. Text line, you guys went off a little bit during the break. Where did you hang out as a kid? Cigar Guy says Gateway Mall is where his daughter loves to go. Yep. Does make your heart happy. Arcades. Were you an arcade guy, Stricky?
I did. I love arcades.
Best game. What game are you best at?
I like Joust. I like
Were you Dig Dug guy?
I could play Dig Dug.
Galaga?
I like Galaga.
Okay.
What else? I like Donkey Kong.
Oh, sure.
Classic Donkey Kong. Doom, doom, doo 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 doom, doom, doo 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 doom, doom, doo 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 doom. You guys know that sound.
Pac-Man?
Pac-Man, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I like Pac-Man.
Nice. Lance said in his front yard playing sports. Money G in Kansas says small town western Nebraska, dragging Main Street.
Yeah, tell the truth. Well, who was that?
Money G in Kansas.
Money G, tell the truth. You was cow tipping. You did some cow tipping. Tell the truth.
Railroader Matt stopped in before today, picked up his $30 from Wings and Rings for getting the tiebreaker question yesterday.
Shout
Good
out.
to see you, Railroader Matt. Said we are at the sports card shop, the mall, or playing parking lot football at St. Teresa's.
The sports card shop?
Yeah. Card shop, yeah.
Okay.
Greg and Tilden, rollerblades and hockey sticks to the tennis courts with crushed pop cans.
Did people bowl?
Ellie did.
Ellie did?
Okay.
Ellie, what was your best game?
I love. Oh, I don't know, but
Ellie,
I
tell the
will.
truth. You didn't break 100.
Yeah, huh? On a good day,
Ellie.
bowling.
Ellie.
Bowling is a sport that is very high or low for me. You know, I can't look at you because it's so serious for me. There's just a high or low game. Some days you're good, some days you're bad. Kind of like golf.
There's some
Bowling
days.
is so like golf. If you're not good at it.
I love golf. No, that's my thing. It's naive. When I bowl, it depends on if I'm in fun mode or I'm in serious mode.
I agree.
So if I'm in serious mode, I'm throwing the ball straight. If I'm in fun mode, I'm spinning.
Doing a little.
I'm making it spin, and wherever it goes, it goes. But I can actually throw it pretty good. There's days where I have good days. I'm like you. I'm up and down, but it just depends. And if you start talking trash to me, then I get serious.
But I wouldn't say I'm a bad bowler. Like I try. I'm not gonna go in there and be like, oh, gutter.
We should
I
have
got
a-
a gutter. I'd be mad.
We should have somebody should sponsor the ticket.
The ticket Olympics. We do bowling.
We got Madsen's, we got Sun Valley, we got round one in town at the very least. We got
round one,
people.
that
We
would
got
be
people
fun.
for that.
And they got arcade right there.
Yeah.
Too. We can have a ticket outing where we get a chance to meet up with all you guys.
Make it an on the block out.
We should
Make it
do
us
that. Yeah, make it our thing. Yeah, it's an on the block.
Coming at you live from Sun Valley Lane.
I'm about it.
I think we should do it.
Let's do it.
We'll talk in detail
Let's
after
get
the
that into the
holidays.
works.
We'll look at it as a New Year's type of deal. We're definitely playing that. And if you guys are interested, and you give us a thumb up if you're interested in an on the block outing at like the bowling.
But we got a text from the Juggernaut. Last ticket bowling league, I was the champion. Says Rico.
Oh. That was Rico.
That was Rico.
Negative Ghost Rider. I'm not rolling.
Rico is probably the bowling ball people used to win the championship.
I'm not rolling with that one. I don't believe it. Rico, let me just stop. I love Rico. Rico the Juggernaut.
We
the
do.
Juggernaut.
Soresco Joe says the wooded area behind their house they called the Path made forts, airsoft gun wars, nighttime sledding in the winter.
That stuff
I
is so
love
fun.
it. I love it.
I had the same thing growing up.
We used to go into the woods, into the creeks, and we would when I was a kid, there are so many fun things we used to do. But listen, here's one thing I remember. Shout out to Cedric Sabalas. I might have to send this to him and clip it for him. Cedric Sabalas was my teammate, and he was my workout partner. But he had a house that was in between Brentwood when he was in LA. It was in between Brentwood and also in between the Getty Center. So It was before Westwood, or actually on the other side of the highway of Westwood, but it was close to Brentwood. Anyway, but he had a canyon. Like outside of his house, he had like a little canyon, and he also had like a guest house. So that's where I would stay. And we would go and get not BB guns.
Airsoft?
Is that what you call them?
Nerf guns?
No.
It shoots like the little pellets? Yeah, airsoft.
But they hit you and they split.
Oh.
They're
Orbeez?
No, you guys know.
That means
is that even a word?
There's competitions that they do. What is that? What is it
Austin
called?
Norman doesn't know what Orbeez is. Text line.
Text line. Help Stricky out. There's this what is it called? Where they wear the masks and they go and
paintball.
Paintball. We would go paintball.
You couldn't figure that out?
I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what the heck was going on. But we would go down in the canyon and we would, kind of.
That's a great place to do paintball.
Yes, it was absolutely fun. All day we would just get down in the canyon, and it was kind of a way of staying in shape because you'd have to crawl and you'd have to run up and down the hills, and
get to cover.
Evade.
Yeah.
So,
I like it.
We should do paintball, and that would actually.
Paintball would be so dope.
Yeah. That's a spring thing, maybe a fall thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a spring.
OG Les Lancaster had the basketball courts with the old chain nets. That was the joint.
Did you have? Who was that? OG Lancaster. I love that.
Yep.
Thank you, OG Lancaster, for shouting that out. But did you have the double rims too?
Oh, it has to be double rims.
Yeah,
gotta be doubles.
Those were
tough. That's how you learn to shoot.
That's how you learn to shoot. But you didn't have to chase it, OG Lancaster, because without the net, that ball goes through and is down the hill somewhere. I've had those too.
Augie says usually hung out at a couple sketchy parks, arcades, and record stores downtown.
Why
only the bougie kids went to the mall.
Why was it sketchy?
Ellie was a bougie kid, apparently.
That's the part I want to.
You would go to the pretzel maker, and that's what we would do. I never actually bought anything in the mall.
Stricky used to skateboard.
Hello.
Yeah.
Cali culture.
I had a Tony Hawk board.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Stricky used to get it. Now I ollie and flip and.
Is Tony Hawk upset that
he
he didn't come up with Hawk to him?
Oh, here we go.
Big Hoss, Starlight Skating Rink on First and Cornhusker. C. Munden, the big green electrical boxes. Yes.
What about the big green ones?
Where you just hang out.
It's
a meeting spot. Just a meeting spot, yeah.
They are huge, though. They were huge. And what time did you have to be home? You learned these lessons. What time did you have to be home at night?
When the street lights came
That's
on.
a fact.
There you go. There you go.
Ellie. Ellie, you know what time it is. Yeah, you had to be home, boy. If that light came on and you wasn't there, trouble. And now listen, I gotta tell you a little secret. Yeah, this is
statute of limitations is expired. We're good. Expired.
So I was a rough and rugged, bad little kid, right? In a
bad
good way. In a good way. Bad, like Run DMC would say, bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. I was a bad, good kid, right? So my grandmother, she was kind of heavier, right? She's on the heavy side. And I would be like, I remember this was in Alabama, but this is what I'm going to speak to about community, like how the community used to watch you and used to,
like a neighborhood.
Everybody knew everybody. It was a real neighborhood stuff. Like now you go into your garage, you dang near don't even
I don't know
your
my
neighbor,
neighbors.
right? I do. Mine downstairs, a couple of mine don't. But here's the thing. I told my grandma, I was like, Grandma, I'm gonna go outside. She said, boy, you ain't going outside. I said, what you gonna do? Catch me?
Dang.
I remember
your grandma.
Grandma. Like, what you gonna do? Catch me?
She probably beat you after that, didn't she?
I went outside. Next thing I know, I'm walking, I'm strolling, I'm thinking everything is cool. Grandma's in the car coming after me. And I'm like she's gonna catch me. Now remember, I was a little quickie, little fast little dude. Like they used to call me Speedy when I was young. So I was dipping. Facts. My mom's got the plaque to say it.
Okay.
I was dipping in the houses. I was hiding. So I'm like, you can't catch me. I'm not on the
I'm
street.
the gingerbread man.
I'm dipping. Next thing you know, the neighbors came out. Bruh. The neighbors are chasing me, 3 or 4 of them.
The whole
She's on the
army was
street, the
behind
neighbor.
her.
And I got taken to the backside on that one. Yes. And then not only that, Pops got me too. It was a double dose, man. I was a bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good kid.
Brutal.
Yeah, that part.
0278, doing some extracurricular activities and walking to the Platte River about a mile behind my dad's house. That's
Did you
pretty
go
dope.
tubing? Did you do tubing?
Ooh.
Oh, shout out. Come back with that one. We'd like to know.
Greg in Tilden said league bowling last night, low game 157, high game 258.
Oh my.
How about that? Huskers P.
He's on my team. If we're doing it, you're on. Come on down. Like the Price
Drew
is
Carey.
Right.
Come on
I was
down.
really good at Wii bowling.
What's
Wait,
Wii
during
bowling?
COVID?
Oh, the Wii with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing?
During COVID, all my sister
300s
and I
all
did.
day.
We
All
got
day.
pro
All
on
day.
Wii bowling
Mhm.
and pro on Wii tennis. That for a whole week during COVID, that's all me and my sister did. We
You-
just get pro.
300s all day.
Yeah, what happened
All
to
day.
the Wii?
I know.
Outdated.
I love the Wii.
I thought the Wii
Bring
was
back
awesome.
Just
Bring
Dance.
back the
Me
Wii.
and my friends do Just Dance. You look up
Is that the
YouTube
tap
Just
thing?
Dance on YouTube.
Mhm.
You were good?
Is that where
I
you get your
know-
choreography skills?
Some of them, yes. I'll like take stuff from Just Dance. I know
But here's
I
what's
could do those like by memory. I'm so good at them. That's what me and my friends do for fun.
Sutter Heyman text line. Thank
I'm
you, Justin.
21.
Thank you, Justin, on the on the YouTube stream. Hey, listen, the Sutter Heyman text line. You guys are effective. Let me just say that. Here's how you're effective in what you do. Ellie Oxenfree does not have on a Creighton sweatshirt anymore.
I turned it inside out.
Peer pressure works.
Ellie, peer pressure works. Ellie,
I turned it
Oxenfree.
inside out. You can't even see it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Let's
you guys
stick,
are awesome.
let's stick on the Starter Haven text line. Rico did text and say he does still have the trophy from the last Ticket Bowling League.
Yeah.
So I'm going to believe Rico.
Yeah.
I have no reason not to. BJ in Wichita.
Hey, Austin.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
You know what
Still
that
caught.
means.
Cap. BJ in Wichita says, used to go to Bruce Chubbuck's dad's basketball camps in Sydney in the summer. You still tight with Chubbuck, Stricky?
Chubb Rocker. That's my guy. Chubb Rock. Chubb is busy, you know, as far as coaching and stuff like that. But every now and then we'll send text messages. Haven't been able to catch up yet, but Chubb Rocker's still my guy, no doubt. Mm-hmm.
Railroader Matt, I actually have Strick's autograph from when I met him at a sports card shop.
But see, you see how I'm a good guy?
Mm-hmm. I never doubted that.
I'm a good guy.
I know.
Nobody ever
People
said
know
you were a
that.
bad guy.
You did.
No, I never said that.
Everybody, Ellie said, yeah.
He's also a
Get her.
gaslighter.
Get her.
0049, the best video games growing up, 10-yard fight and Super Basketball.
Super basketball, if you was in the corner, it was good.
Did you guys
good.
have DSs or anything
Oh,
like
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I had
would
a-
oh, yeah.
do
I had a
pay
Atari.
anything to get my DS back.
I had a
Mm,
Atari.
preach.
You didn't know how to play
Joystick,
Pong.
joystick joint, yeah.
Pong with Atari.
I've seen those. I've played with those.
I had was it called Panavision? I know the old heads on the Sutter Heyman text line, get in there. Was it put
Austin, how old are you?
Panavision? I used to play football with that. And if you had the Eagles and
How old are you?
you were going
How old am I?
going deep on Panavision, pause. If you were, if you had the Eagles, Randall Cunningham was it Panavision? I had ColecoVision too.
That doesn't even sound real.
I'm gonna have to look those up.
Yeah, Coleco.
In television?
In television.
Cool Hand Luke in 6475. You're in.
I know you guys, man. See, you guys are always going to come through for Stricky. In television was the thing. What you had to do is
this little thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You bought the game though, and the game came with like a slide.
Yeah, I see it.
And you would slide it in depending on what the game was, and that's how you would play the game. You know, one of my favorite games on the television? Pitfall. You guys don't even know what Pitfall. Look up Pitfall. Pitfall was like you were like Indiana Jones, and they had all these.
This one?
Huh?
That?
Yeah. Pitfall. You gotta look at how the gameplay is. Pitfall was the thing, bro. In television. See, that's old school stuff.
I want to make a list of all the things that like I remember. Like sometimes
I had the robot football.
The robot football.
Okay. They had this big old football thing, right?
Yeah.
And they had the little men, and you would put them in a formation, and you just turn on the thing, and it goes.
Oh my gosh! Yes, people are bringing that back.
Yeah,
people
that
are
was
actually bringing that back because I have seen that.
Okay. Stricky. Clearly, the black dots are holes. Why are the logs not? Why are the logs not falling in the holes?
Yeah.
You know,
That's unbelievable, right?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
So it's kind of like
I can't suspend my disbelief.
Donkey Kong with.
Well, it's like the little dinosaur game when you have internet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's where they got
Pitfall,
it.
man. That was my game.
Oh, jumping
bro.
on alligators there?
Yeah, man.
Let's scroll through here.
I liked Frogger,
0278
too.
said there was no tubing. Someone is admitting to starting a forest fire.
Oh,
we're not going to
no.
give names away there. Apparently everything's okay because
That
the
is
world's
not.
still here.
There isn't a statute of limitation on that one.
River Raid on ColecoVision.
Who played Frogger?
Oh, we got a Game Boy
I played
Advance
Frogger.
SP. Okay. Yeah. Little Game Boy Advance. You got a
not the old
PSP
school
sort of
joint.
thing. What else we rocking with here? Lock and Chase, Strick.
I don't know that one. That's
Okay.
a new one for me.
Pitfall was the bomb.
What's a board game? you
Middle
guys used to
Command on
play?
Atari 1600.
Missile Command?
Yes, missile.
Yes.
It typed middle, but let's go with missile.
Missile Command. Yo, it was hard. Them little things was coming down. Who played Defender?
Burger Time.
I can't remember Burger Time.
Okay. Snake on the OG Nokia phone. You ever play
Oh,
Snake?
that's the thing
Yeah.
where you got to try to evade it from the locking you in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played that. Who played the football
Frogger?
game? Frogger's my game.
Yeah.
Who played the football game that you used to take on the bus? We used to take it on the bus with us, right? And you could play against somebody or you can play against the computer. And it has like like little lines. It's probably only like 5 of them. So there was 3 linemen, 1 linebacker, 1 safety. And you would get the hike and you would wait until they moved, and then you would wait to an opening, and then you would go up, over, and then go fast. And then you would go and try to evade them, and you would shake them, and then you score, and then you kick a field goal. It was like on a little handheld thing that you take on the road with you. Football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was fun.
Super Sega?
I did play Super Sega.
Oregon Trail.
Well, Super Sega started off, what's it called? Sonic. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oregon Trail. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You are Oregon Trail guy? How are we Oregon Trail people and
I
he's
know.
not?
Oregon Trail.
This is wild.
Yeah.
Back when
let's see.
when Apple came out with the iPad for the first time, my mom bought the iPad. She had Smurfs Village on there in Oregon Trail, and then
God
Pet
bless her.
Hotel. Pet Hotel was another thing. Went to the max level. Like, I have never seen somebody make such a good Smurfs Village, Oregon Trail, or Pet Hotel than my mother. She was so committed. She still plays Candy Crush from when I was
Nice.
like, she's on level 5,000 or something like that, like such a high level, and she still plays. I'm like, I delete a game after, like, if I lose interest in it for maybe like a month.
Mhm.
The longest I've kept one is maybe a year.
We have Rad Racer on NES.
Rad Racer. That one doesn't come to mind.
N64 NFL Blitz.
No, the only one I remember is Nintendo, and if you were Bo Jackson and the Raiders, it was
Tecmo
over.
Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl.
Are they
Yeah.
You were
coming
the
out
Raiders,
with
it
a
was
movie
over
about
with.
Madden?
Are they?
Are they?
I think so.
Jinx?
Like how they like made Madden, or how Madden came to be.
Nicolas Cage to play John Madden in David O.
Really?
Russell directed biopic.
Okay, Ellie. Good news break.
Let's
I
see
didn't know
here.
nothing about that.
Oh, this is the guy. This is the filmmaker that did Silver Linings Playbook and American Hustle.
Like it.
Silver Linings
I would
Playbook
watch
is so
that,
good.
but I would wait till it comes to the crib. I'm not
Oh, yeah.
going to
Chris
the movie
Knight.
theater. Yeah. Hey,
When was the
did
last time you went to the
anybody-
movie theater?
It's probably about 2 months ago. But
Okay.
look, I do got a question, Ellie. And I got a question to you guys. Has anybody, because look, I'm a big fan of the original Gladiator with Russell Crowe. Okay. Has anybody gone to see the second one yet?
I have not, but I want to because
Anybody has
I
some-
really like
I
the
really want to
actors that are in
know,
it.
should I wait until it
no,
comes
you need to
inside,
go and
or
see
should I
that.
go
You
and
need
see
to
that?
go see it in theaters.
But
I've
you
heard
haven't
of-
seen it though.
No, I've heard things about it. People say it's really, really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard Denzel's good, and that's
Yeah.
about it.
You should go to any Denzel movie in a movie theater.
Hmm.
I went to Wicked.
AD chimes in.
AD?
Bumbling boxing.
Now, Mike Tyson Punch Out, but I haven't seen Bumbling Boxing.
Yeah, AD, I got nothing on that
I
one.
don't
Sorry,
know
man.
about that one, my boy.
You saw Wicked? Sorry, didn't mean to cut you
Yeah.
off, Ellie.
I just threw that in there. Just to see
Did you see
people
it?
Say. Yeah. It's really good.
That's like a, what is it? Like a, what is
It's a
it
musical.
about? Oh, it's a musical.
And I did my research before because it's kind of Sorry, we're getting off topic.
Yeah,
but it's kind of just like there's a lot of like little like things you need to understand before you go to it because you might not understand it. But
well, you know what we need to do your research on?
What?
Taking this break. We gotta take this quick break because the 93.7 The Ticket, we're getting over. And we thank you guys, man. This has been fun. Really fun to hear what you guys have been involved in when you were young kids and how much fun you had and all the games that you played, all the ones that we played. We appreciate you. We're gonna look into that bowling deal coming into the new year. If you're interested and you would show up, let us know. Sauter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. We're gonna take a break. 93.7 Ticket. We're on the block.
Download our app by searching for 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day wherever you are. More of On the Block next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine with light winds, matching high around 48. Tonight, mostly clear skies and calm winds, with a low around 26. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with a light breeze and a high near 60. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and the holiday sales event is now underway with unbelievably low interest rates and huge discounts on both our new and pre-owned inventory. Right now, we're offering 0% interest rates or $13,000 off select new models. These are the absolute biggest discounts of the year. You heard right, 0% interest rates or $13,000 off select new models. So please stop on in or check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit, must trade, and Costco.
Fall is here, which means it's time to dive into a new lineup of autumn flavors at Wings and Rings. Your home away from home during football season. Their all-star lineup of wing sauces is adding 2 new impact players, curry garlic and pumpkin chili. Need something delicious before kickoff? How about starting your meal with their brand new chorizo nachos and loaded fries? You better act fast. These new tastes of autumn won't be here long. So make the trip to one of their 2 Lincoln locations today on O Street or Village Lane.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through December 8th, enjoy USDA Choice Whole Beef Brisket for $3.99 per pound, USDA Choice T-Bone Steak for $8.88 per pound, Premium Stew Beef for $5.99 per pound, and get their $50 holiday box now through Christmas. Always a great gift. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Husker Nation, it's time. This Sunday, the Nebraska women's basketball team tips off Big Ten play against Minnesota at Pinnacle Bank Arena. The energy will be electric, and they need you there to help cheer them to victory. Single game tickets and starting 5 mini plans are available now, so don't wait. Go to Huskers.com/tickets and secure your seat. Go Big Red.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, invites you to attend our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. It's the best time to buy parts and schedule inspections all year. Take advantage of specials through December 13th with additional savings the day of your local expo. Find savings on oil and filters, gifts for under the tree, and pre-ordered John Deere parts. Visit with our trained and certified technicians and sign up for our winter service specials. Visit landmarkimp.com for a complete schedule and experience the Landmark difference.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? That feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios on O Street.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, it's been a great show. We got another half an hour or so to go. Austin, Strick, Ellie with you here on the Block, brought to you by Nebco.
It's been a fun Friday.
It has.
Yeah.
Let's make it depressing. We do. We did.
Oh, we're going to make it depressing?
It's been a fun Friday.
It's been too fun.
Because Ellie's been...
It's true.
Oh, gosh, because Ellie switched her shirt. It changed the whole dynamic.
Maybe next time Stricky goes out of town, it's just the Austin and Ellie show.
Yeah. Oh, we can do that. The vibe was off for a minute, Ellie. You threw it off, but you revived the
vibe was off when everybody started attacking me.
You let us.
And guess what?
You let us put you in your place right now.
For your entertainment, I let you.
She let us.
I let you.
She let us. Power trip.
I wanted to.
Power trip.
I wanted to.
Here's where the show gets depressing for just a minute. Emmett Johnson in the transfer portal. Stricky, this happened yesterday afternoon, late into the evening or so. Not a great sign for the Huskers, right? For my money, it's the most painful transfer of the 11 so far. Where are you at with Emmett Johnson transferring out?
That's a surprise for me, Austin. It's a surprise. It's also disappointing because I thought that he, listen, I can understand the frustration that Emmett Johnson's gone through, right? Mm-hmm. It seemingly he would come in and he would fight and he would stay the course and keep working, and then he would get overlooked and he would have to fight his way to earn everything. And you should earn, mm-hmm. But then you bring in another and you kind of overlook him again, and then he earns the spot.
Mm-hmm.
It could be some monetary things involved in that. He's played his way and by way of showing the versatility of the style of back that he is.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought with Holgerson now coming, I thought he maybe felt that he found something there that could have really elevated him as a elite type of back.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to be more of a bell cow type of back, and that's probably what he may be looking for in the transfer portal. But recording 1,242 scrimmage yards over the last 2 years, and that's 523 of it rushing and 264 of it receiving. He had promise, but we'll see. Is there anything that you see coming in? Because I think he was pushing Dowdell to become more of a back. I saw Dowdell later begin to have a little bit more vision. I saw him make a one cut when it wasn't good in the direction that he was going. He made a good one cut and got an extra 6-7 yards. So I thought that competition between them made him better.
Yeah.
But, Dowdell, I hadn't seen him pop in there yet. Maybe he's going to stick around and become that lead guy until somebody else come in. But do you see anybody coming in that's going to challenge him with the exit of Emmett Johnson?
Right now, no. Nebraska is going to need to do that out of the transfer portal.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. I do think that Emmett Johnson was making Dante Dowdell better. And I think there was some legitimate frustration on Emmett Johnson's part, right? That's why I thought the Dana Holgerson move was good for him and good for Nebraska's chances to keep him. I don't know if there was friction or there wasn't friction or what the deal was, but it just seemed like Marcus Satterfield didn't want to give Emmett Johnson a fair shake necessarily, right? Maybe Emmett Johnson is just a slow starter, right? Maybe it takes Emmett Johnson fall camp to get going. Then he gets into a good practice rhythm, and then he's off and ready by the second half of the year.
Yeah.
That doesn't necessarily strike me as what I think is happening, though. I think Emmett Johnson is overlooked because of his size or lack of size, right? I've heard nothing but glowing reports on Emmett Johnson, the player, Emmett Johnson, the teammate, and Emmett Johnson, the human, right? Maybe it's just, this guy needs a little bit to get going, right? Maybe competition brings out the best of him. I just wouldn't be shocked if it was just, a difference of opinion, right? Marcus Satterfield thought Emmett Johnson was the second or third best back. Emmett Johnson thought he was the best back, and I thought he proved it, especially by the end of the year and the way Dana Holgerson was using him. So, Strick, I'm not necessarily surprised this is the decision because it's 2 years of Emmett Johnson being overlooked, then coming back and taking the starting job by the end of the year, like you're saying. Maybe easier to believe last year as a redshirt freshman when there were all the injuries it took to get down to Emmett Johnson. But especially this year, maybe Dante Dowdell was better in fall camp. Maybe he's a better fit for what Marcus Satterfield wanted to do. But Emmett Johnson, for the most part, outperformed Dante Dowdell. This puts a lot of pressure on Nebraska to keep Dowdell and on him to be good this year because right now, running back 2, probably Quentin Ives. Raw. Probably still not ready. Haven't, seen much, if any, of him in actual game action outside of kick returns. Jamarian Parker, we'll see, is the running back commit out of St. Louis in the class. Connor Booth from just up the road at Wahoo Newman was the Nebraska Gatorade Player of the Year for the historic year that he had. I don't like relying on freshman running backs, though, Stricky. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible to do. I'd rather have a freshman running back than a freshman quarterback, to be completely honest. But, man, I do think Nebraska has to go get either its backup running back or its 1B, right? If Dowdell's not going to be the guy and he's the same player next year as he was this year, Nebraska needs a 1B. If Dante Dowdell takes a step in the right direction, then Nebraska, I think, can settle for a backup out of the portal.
As you look at the collegiate game now, Austin, and you definitely have your eye on the NFL game, would you say there's a correlation of some sort by way of the NFL game and how they rely sometimes on younger backs more so as opposed to at the collegiate game? So could you say that maybe Nebraska is feeling like, this is a form of what Kansas City has done with like a Pacheco and over the last years?
I mean, I can see where you're coming from with that, but I think a good running back can change the game more in college than you can in the NFL.
Agree.
Right? Younger, fewer miles on the legs, right? Look at what Jenny did for Boise State. Look at what Toby Gerhart did for Stanford back in the day. A guy like Bryce Love, right? Amir Abdullah for Nebraska, right? We have the whole lineage here. So I see where you're coming from in the NFL game, but I do think Nebraska's passing attack isn't good enough consistently or isn't threatening enough consistently to be to a point where Nebraska can be by committee and just have piece it together guys at running back. I do think the next, Nebraska offense that averages, at least 30, 31 points per game has a 1,000-yard rusher in it. I really do. I think that takes some pressure off Dylan Raiola, and I think Nebraska just needs it moving forward.
Here's the thing to consider, though, before we go to break. Here's the thing to consider. Dana Holgorsen has taken no-name style backs and made them great. So you know that he's done that in multiple cases over the course of his tenure and career as a coach. So it could be that that's something that they're taking into account. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Do you really need a high-profile name back? Or is that old school thought patterns that there's been a change now in the way that it's done? So I don't know.
I think I like what you're saying, because I don't think Nebraska needs to go get the biggest name running back out of the portal. I just think Nebraska needs to get the most out of the back, right? Make the name that you have become a household name.
There you go.
More so than anything else. So I think that's a bummer. And Strick, as we look at the guys that have left Nebraska so far, right? There's 11 of them so far. And obviously best of luck to all of them wherever they land.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that there are guys that it hurts more or less to lose. But on any personal level, just from my opinion, the 3 losses that have hurt Nebraska the most so far, Emmett Johnson, Daniel Kalen, Prince Willie Monmielen. Just because it didn't feel like Nebraska got everything out of those guys, they feel like they can be contributors at their next spot.
No Mekhi Bear, no Jamari Butler.
I mean, yeah, they hurt. They hurt. We kind of knew what Jamari was. I don't think that's a guy that took a step forward statistically this year.
Yeah.
And I understand why he might want to play his final year of eligibility somewhere else.
I agree.
And Mekhi Bear, good player, good athlete. I expected more.
I agree.
Last year, the way he came onto the scene with the injuries at the linebacker position, took over and played well. I don't know if teams had more film on him or if he didn't take that step forward in the weight room, mentally, off the field, whatever it is. I don't know. But it just seemed like it was John Bullock and whoever else at the linebacker position. I was really hoping Mekhi Bear would step up and solidify himself as a starter there.
Are you disappointed with him?
I think he ever did.
MJ Sherman?
MJ Sherman
he came along more better
at the end of the year.
Yeah, towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it paid the dividends I and a lot of Husker fans hoped it would have right away. MJ Sherman was never a game changer. I don't think he made that many huge critical mistakes, but he wasn't necessarily an impact player. He was just a guy, I think, by the end for Nebraska. So I don't know. Best of luck to Emmett Johnson, wherever it is he goes. Hope it doesn't come back to bite Nebraska. Let's take another quick break. We will wrap up on the block. Jay Foreman on the road. He'll call in, do a pre-recorded segment. Then it's Bach and I, the Boxster, for hour 2 of Old School. But one more segment here during On the Block in just a sec.
Follow Austin, Strick, and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
The Rabbit Hole Bakery, located at 8th and Q in the Haymarket, is the ideal place for fresh breakfast items or desserts made daily. Cream puffs, cinnamon rolls, carrot cake, sweet potato, pecan cookies, brownies, blondies. Do I need to keep going? What about bread pudding with homemade bourbon caramel sauce? Stop by the Rabbit Hole Bakery at 8th and Q in the Haymarket today to satisfy your cravings. And if you're looking for larger group orders, they do that too. Order ahead on their website at therabbitholebakery.com today.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through December 8th, enjoy USDA Choice whole beef brisket for $3.99 per pound, USDA Choice T-bone steak for $8.88 per pound, premium stew beef for $5.99 per pound, and get their $50 holiday box now through Christmas. Always a great gift. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
It happens. All of a sudden, you need a plumber. Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Problem solved with Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or a trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It really has been just the fastest 2 hours. What a show here today. Appreciate you guys here on the text line. We going to skip over you guys, not because we don't like you, because we got picks to make. Conference championship weekend across college football. We got 3 games tonight. We got 6 games tomorrow.
I don't want to make a pick. I want to drink some wine.
You want a Strick's pick is what you're saying.
Yeah. Strick's pick.
How about
Kevin
this?
Meyer.
How about this? You make your college football picks, then you get your Strick's picks.
Oh, okay.
Is that the deal?
That is a good deal.
Okay.
That's a good deal.
Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State. Do either of you have any care in the world who wins this game?
Who?
No.
Western Kentucky and Jacksonville State.
I I'm gonna go with Jacksonville State because they've been the most consistent of. They've been winning.
I like it.
I've been winning.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with them.
They are 4-point favorites at home tonight over Western Kentucky. Tulane and Army from West Point tonight at 7.
Oh, Ellie didn't.
I was
Ellie
just
said
going
no,
to
she
agree
didn't
with.
care.
No, I said I didn't care, and I was going to be like what Strick said.
Tulane or Army, Stricky? At Army.
Man, listen, I'm going with the Armed Forces, my boy. Shout out to Matthew Strickland. Even though he would, beg to differ being an Air Force guy, but I think it's Armed Forces camaraderie right now. I'm rolling with the Armed Forces. Let's go.
They are 5-point underdogs
That's
to Tulane.
all right. I like
Ellie?
the underdog.
Army as well.
I like the underdog.
Oh, ride the wave.
That's
Ride the wave. Mean Green, get it done.
That's a
I'm
fact.
taking Tulane.
I knew you would.
Yeah. Here's the big one tonight. 7:00 on Fox from the Blue Turf in Boise. Had this game once this season. Ellie, UNLV on the road or Boise State at home?
Boise State.
Stricky.
There's a lot of implications on this game. I think it's the implications that, you've got to say if Ashton Genty was to put on a magnanimous performance, that it would put him back in the high discussion because the performance that it's either out of sight, out of mind, or it's what have you done for me lately? And with Colorado resting in this type of performance and multiple, still you got a chance to do some things. Records is in you can look at that thing as got a sniff of it of where if he can do some things there, I think it can put him back in the discussion. And so I'm gonna roll with Boise.
First game of the year between these two teams was in Las Vegas. It ends up a 29-24 win for Boise State. They score a touchdown in the fourth quarter, pretty early in the fourth quarter, 12 and a half minutes to go. They go for 2. They don't get it. The defenses hold from there. Ashton Genty, 33 carries for 128 yards in that game. UNLV quarterback Haj Malik Williams ran it 19 times for 105 yards on top of 179 passing yards and a couple tutties. I think this is a fun one, but I think Boise being at home and with so much to play for, I think Coach Danielson has his boys ready to play. All right, 6 games tomorrow. Let's start with the 11 o'clock games in the MAC. 101st meeting all time between the two oldest universities in Ohio. You got Ohio versus Miami of Ohio. The Bobcats looking for their first MAC championship.
That's why I'm rolling with
first.
That's why I'm rolling with them.
You're rolling with Frank Solich, you and the Bobcats,
That's
Tricky?
why I'm rolling with them.
Underdogs? The Undercats?
The Undercats.
I like it.
Yeah.
Ellie, Bobcats or Redhawks?
Bobcats. I have a friend that goes to Ohio, so
Ooh.
I'm rooting for her team.
I'm going to buck the trend again. I'm taking the Redhawks. I'm going to do it. I'm rooting for Ohio. I'm rooting for Ohio.
You always want to be
They've
different.
had some really good teams. They just haven't gotten it done.
You
I want
always
them to
wanna
get
be
it done.
different. No,
I
you
want
just
them to
wanna
get
be
it done.
different. No, you don't.
But I want to be
You
right.
just want to be different.
So I'm going to take Miami of Ohio, the Redhawks. All right. Here's the big one, Stricky.
You
In
just
the
want to
Big
root
12.
against me and Ellie all day, don't you? You don't even wanna roll with
Obviously,
us.
you cracked the code. Congratulations. It only took you 2 hours. Iowa State and Arizona State from
Implications
Arlington.
on that one.
Yeah. Big one between number 15 and number 16 for the Big 12 auto bid and only bid. Ellie, Cyclones or Sun Devils?
Cyclones.
Okay. Stricky?
Ellie, I've got to go against you on this one. And the reason being is not because I don't like Hilton Magic and what goes on out there.
But you don't like it.
Not because I'm against Fred Hoiberg or anything like that.
He's at Nebraska now. We're good.
But I had a great time in Phoenix, my boy. I had an amazing time in Phoenix for my birthday. I'm going with the Sun Devils because I'm trying to get back to the sun.
I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
You can get Matt Campbell and Iowa State off their first
Man,
10-win season in school history versus Kenny Dillingham. And the Sun Devils. They're up. I got Iowa State. I'm rolling with the
I know you
Cyclones
would.
to get it done. First conference championship since 1912 if Iowa State's able to get it done. Marshall and Louisiana. Raging Cajun 6-point favorite. Stricky, you got to lean.
I like good Cajun food, so I'm just gonna roll with it just because I like to eat Raging Cajun.
Fair enough. Ellie, are we Marshall? Are you rolling with the Cajuns?
She's rolling with
Randy Moss, you?
Randy Moss,
Chad Pennington, you?
That part. I know her.
I'll go with Marshall.
I knew it.
There it is.
Go against Strick.
Them
I knew it.
Cajuns be raging.
No, she likes green.
She does.
I do like green.
There it is.
Great color.
Is that your color?
Yeah.
This is why she's going with another green sooner or later.
Hey, we'll
when you
get there. Georgia, Texas, Stricky. Talk about implications. Both teams are in. This one's going to determine some major seeding opportunities.
This one determines which team you hate more. Do you not like Texas with just their horns mentality of going in and just goring everybody, just stepping into the SEC? Or are you tired of Georgia and Alabama, reigning? But I'm rolling with Quinn Ewers. And
Stricky's taking Texas. Ellie.
Georgia. I will never root for Texas.
You rolling with Carson Beck? You think Carson Beck get it done?
I just will never root for Texas.
I don't want to root for Texas either, but I got to root for somebody.
Georgia handled this game the first time in Austin. They
Revenge?
did. I got Texas.
Revenge.
I got Texas. It is hard
Revenge
for
on
me.
their mind.
Revenge on their mind. It's hard for me to want to root against Georgia, who's been in a spot similar to this before. I hope Georgia pulls it out, but again, I want to be right, so I will take Texas. 2 more to go. Let's go to the Big Ten. Penn State and Oregon. We did not see this matchup this year. It's the first matchup of these two schools since before Ellie and I were born. The 95 Rose Bowl. Stricky.
No, Ellie.
Tell
me who it is.
Oregon.
Of course
Ducks.
it is.
Okay.
Like I said.
Yeah.
I'm not just got my crystal ball out here. And I know
Your Mario
Penn State
crystal ball?
beat Penn State. Penn State beat Penn State, and then they don't get it done. They can't do the big one. Pause. Pause.
Sign me up for a Penn State win, but it ain't going to happen.
It ain't
So
gonna happen.
Oregon continues the magical season. They get the overall number 1. How about this one then, Stricky? Maybe the most implications of any game. Clemson and SMU from Charlotte. Clemson's been here before. SMU's first year in the conference. Clemson ain't played nobody, ain't beat nobody. SMU a little more battle-tested. Tigers or Pony Express?
Listen, had the opportunity to sit and watch a lot of games with Deion Jr. And I remember how good they were back in the days with,
bless you,
Craig and Dickerson.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go with SMU, baby.
Okay.
I got to go. I love Dallas.
I know you do.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I love
yeah,
Dallas.
yeah.
I got to go with SMU.
You would go down if they don't get the first round bye.
That part.
Yeah, but they're getting a first round bye if they win. So.
And I'm on my way to Dallas.
So they wouldn't play in Dallas.
Why not?
Because they get a first round bye. And they're playing in a bowl game.
Oh! I still would go down there anyway.
Bet.
I'm
Ellie,
going SMU.
Rolling SMU?
I have a soft spot for SMU.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because
I've just heard a lot more about them this year than I have in previous years.
Fair enough. Okay. I don't even know. SMU is a 2.5-point favorite in this one. If I trusted the committee to bump Alabama out of the playoff, I would root for Clemson. So we get 2 ACC teams in there. But I do not trust the committee as far as I can throw it. That's a lot of people on that committee. I'm not picking them all up and throwing them. I'm not doing it. So as much as I might want Clemson to win to kick Alabama out of the playoff, I think I got to go with SMU, right? Just keep the ponies in the playoff, give them their first round bye. Let's see how it all shakes out. That'll put a bow on the show. Appreciate you guys for all your thoughts all show long on the Starter Heyman Jewelers text line and video stream. Hope you all have a great weekend. I know we're planning on sitting down watching some football and, of course, some Husker hoops tomorrow at Michigan State, 11 o'clock tip-off. Stricky now will be on for a little post-game.
She's rooting for Michigan State because of why?
No
Green.
one said that. No.
The green.
No. Don't
She
put
put-
that in the air. No.
Can you just hit that top number 1 over there and put Jay on the line? We're not going to bring him in. Just
She
the
put-
very top number 1.
She put a parlay on it, too.
There we go. Jay's on the line for old school. So
put a
she
parlay.
did. We know.
I
We
saw
know.
it.
We'll root for Nebraska till I die. Thank you very much.
Says the lady wearing a Creighton sweatshirt.
I
We're out of
turned
here.
it
Thanks to
inside out.
Nedco for all on the block. It's been a great week. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow for postgame.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with the Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never